Hey guys, this is Eric from CafeWorldInfo.com. This tutorial is only really meant for beginning Cafe World players who are just starting out. I'm basically just going to go through the individual parts of the game and how to play, along with a few tips. As you can tell, I've recently opened a new cafe. The way to get started with your cafe and to make money is by cooking dishes. To start by cooking a dish, go ahead and click on a stove, which will bring up your cookbook. Here's where you choose which recipe you would like to cook. Each recipe takes a different amount of time to cook. Generally, the rule of thumb is the lower amount of time to cook, the faster you're going to level up. Let's go ahead and cook on a dish. Let's go ahead and cook a dish by clicking on it. Click on it 3 times after that to finish preparing it to get it to start cooking. Also, as you can see, buying food to cook will cost you coins. The amount of coins you have is displayed in the top left-hand corner of the game. The coins are basically like the currency of the game, which is used to buy all items and expand your cafe and buy new decor. Basically, here, let's go ahead and jump ahead to when the dish is done so you guys don't have to wait through all this. Okay, now that the dish is done, as you can see, you're going to want to click on it so your chef can bring it to the counters to be served to your customers. As you can see, once he sets this down on the counter, your waiter's going to go pick it up and serve it to your customers at the tables. The only time when you earn coins is after the customer is done eating the food all the way, and then they'll give you some coins and your buzz rating affected. Also, every time you cook a dish, you get cafe points. Cafe points are how you level up and unlock new dishes. Dishes, stoves, and counters. If you haven't noticed by now, there are not many customers coming in here, and they often come slowly. This brings me to my next important thing in Cafe World, which is the buzz rating. As you can see, my buzz rating right now is 5.2. The max buzz rating you can get is 105, but you got to work to do to get up to there. Buzz rating is basically dependent on how satisfied your customers are. The way this is judged is by the amount of time they have to wait for food. So if they have to wait for food for too long, they're just gonna leave your cafe, and your buzz rating is gonna go down. If you get the food and they eat it in sufficient amount of time, then your buzz rating is going to go up. This will be discussed later on down the road in a further guide with more detail, but for now we're just going to stick with the basics. Another point I forgot to mention is that when you serve a dish on more than one stove at a time, all servings are stacked onto one stove. So it kind of helps out if you want to cook multiple dishes. You can throw it all on one counter. Counter. But, another thing I forgot to explain is about Cafe World Cash, which is right up here in the corner. This cash, which is different from your coins, can be used to buy limited edition items and decor. This cash can be attained only through special events or by purchasing it through Zynga. There really is no reason to purchase cash or coins with real money unless if you know what you're doing. I may as well now go all the way through the icons on the bottom part of the screen. A nice feature I didn't realize when I first started is that you can rename your cafe, as I've done here. Go ahead and go up to the top right and click on it, which will bring up a box. Go ahead and type any name you want into it so it's displayed towards your friends and they can see it as that. Okay, and then now on down to the bottom icons. The first one here is the Manage Your Friends. This is where you hire and fire your employees and friends. Basically, you got to level up to unlock more employees so you can cut down your serving time and get a better buzz rating. The next item we got here is the Customize icon. You click on the chair. This will bring up all your decor and items you can buy and purchase and decorate your cafe with. And then once you're done, also once you're in this mode, it's like an editor mode. You can go ahead and move tables and stuff around your cafe as desired. Or you can go ahead and rotate objects like chairs to make sure they're facing your tables. Once you're done with that, go ahead and click the green check mark. And then the next icon on our list is your change clothes icon. This is where you customize your chef, and you can do whatever you want and change him or her to look how he or she appears. Also, this one right here is the cookbook. Oh, excuse me. The cookbook is just the same exact thing that pops up when you click on the stove. This is so you can look at the cookbook when you have all your stoves full cooking, so you can see stats and whatnot. The next item after that is the functional icon, which is the wheels. Go ahead and click on that, and that'll bring up, here's where you can buy more stoves and counters. Obviously, I got to level up to unlock more counters, but this is where you buy them at and you place them in your cafe. If you haven't noticed, you can also just scroll through when you're in editor mode to different attachments like this. The next item was Expand Your Cafe, which is this. This is basically just where you go to purchase and make your cafe bigger so you can put more stuff in it. And then obviously once you're done, go ahead and click the green check mark. This one right here is the Spice Rack. This was just introduced a few weeks ago. Basically, it's just an event where you got to get all your friends and neighbors to give you items to complete the Spice Rack. Spice Rack's kind of pointless, but I'll go into that in another guide. This one's usually your special events icon here. This one's just at the time of the video, it was a super stove, as you can see. They're trying to get people to join the email club. The other ones down here are the gifts and the medals icons. I'm going to go ahead and go into those in a later tutorial, but just stick with basics here. Well, I believe that about wraps up the Cafe World Beginner's Guide. If you haven't already, come check us out at cafeworldinfo.com for more cheats, tips, and guides, and the answer that I'm sure you've all have been wondering about, and how I got 3.8 million coins on level 7. If you like the tutorial, please go ahead and rate it 5 stars and subscribe so you guys can get later guides and tutorials for Cafe World. I guess that's about it. I'll see you guys later.